talk about my podcast, Wildlife. Okay, hello, this is Etta, and this is Evolving with Etta. And on my channel, I talk about lifestyles and relationships. And sometimes I'll talk about my podcast, and also sometimes I'll throw in some videos on how I take care of my hair, which is something that I probably should be doing right now, but we'll get into that later. So today I'd like to discuss, will your relationship survive COVID-19? And I just like to share a personal experience that I've had to go through during COVID. So if this is something that you think you may find interesting, hang around and we'll chat about it. Well, I'll chat about it, and just let me know if it's something that you're interested in. So, okay, we're going to start with couples. Basically, I feel in a point in time where we're dealing with something that we've never ever had to deal with before, and something that we really know, we know some things about, but not a lot. We know very little about this thing. I've spoken with so many people that have told me they've had it. Their girlfriends, boyfriends, partners, husbands, wives have had it as well. Symptoms are totally different, and they're experiencing extremely different symptoms. So I've heard this is tricky, it's sneaky, it's the devil. So yeah, basically this is something that's been just detrimental to our existence. So I just wanted to speak on my experience, and I just hope that it's relatable, because we're all going through a really difficult time with this thing, because it won't go away. And so for me, since the end of March, I have completely been in a absolutely different living style. I left my home because my family is here, and I have my mom to be concerned with. So I could not dwell in my home environment. So I was uprooted, and I'm back home now, and it is like there's no place like home. We all know that there's no place like home, but I just couldn't. I didn't want to subject my mom to any exposure, which I would have been paranoid about, because I'm out every day. I work every day, and the last thing I wanted to do is worry about carrying something here, bringing something to the house. So with that being said, I'll dive into the couples portion of what I wanted to discuss regarding surviving COVID. So again, for me, dealing with the experience of being with my significant other every day. We do not live together, but we have during these months of COVID. Fortunately, I haven't had to worry about a lot of interaction or a lot of, traction going on at my place of work. So just me being able to have distance and space between myself and other colleagues there has been very, very easy. But still, you're in and out every day, and you're out in the public every day. So I had to deal with that. And fortunately, my boyfriend was out as well. So we both are very cautious. Again, I'm overcautious because I was already a germaphobe. And it was just one of those things where it's like, oh my God, I want gloves everywhere I go. I was wearing masks before they even said we needed to wear masks. So that didn't even bother me. And, but okay, I digress because I'm going way off the rails. So just wanted to talk on the couples thing. So first of all, yes, your relationship can survive COVID. Fortunately, our relationship has. You need to, of course, I've spoken about this in our very first video that's on my channel. I'll link it in the description or do a end card, and you guys can check it out. You need to be friends with your spouse. You need to have a foundation. You need to be good with each other. Be okay with one another. Not mind being around each other. And for the mere fact that we are in the house and we do have to be subjected to not really having anywhere to go, it's a good idea to be in your own space for hours out of the day. Find yourself a little hole in the house, a little spot in the room. If you have a man cave, a woman cave, or whatever, bat cave, get yourself a space that is your very own and remain there for hours every day. You need a miss you time. And the only way that you can accomplish that is to actually just take that for what it is. You need that daily space, because there's no way in the world that you can be with the same individual all day, every day, throughout the day, and just be great. That's just not going to happen. I mean, that's just realistic. I've been in my relationship for, 22 years. And I'm just speaking from experience. We are great friends. Fortunately, that's my best friend. And it's very easy we're chatterboxes. So it's very easy for us to come together and, be okay with chatting it up all night long. But I did notice, like, certain days where I had meetings or conferences, that once I ventured away, and then, I just took my time coming back into our space, it was, easy days. It almost seemed like, whew, wow, great. I like those little sneak away days. Again, like I said, I would leave the house because I was going into the office every day. But still, those are a lot of hours. Break it down into minutes that you spend with your partner. So it's important to separate yourselves daily for hours, because it's a lot of time that you're with one individual every day throughout the day. Okay, and on that, it's important to, of course, come together and, like, when it's time to eat. I think it's really nice that you create a meal together, maybe once or twice a week. You can even split the nights, alternate the nights that, the other cooks. Don't put it all on one person. I mean, you've got to switch it up, because, you're dealing with this every day. And God help the kids. They are probably going way crazier than the adults are. And I spoke to this some time back, that it's not an easy thing to be just stuck in the house with each other. Yes, you love your family. Yes, you love your loved ones. But in reality, you have to get that distance. There's no way around that. You have to get your alone and your apart time from one another. But it's very important that a few nights out of the week, you should just come together and do your cooking and, have a game night, have a family game night. Come together, play your favorite games, and, participate together in that way. I'm sure you all have been thinking of whatever creative things that you can, you leave the house, you take your walks, you take your rides, your bike rides, your car rides. If you can't get in a car, it's good to just, like, pop up at a park, do a date night, at some point, maybe one night a week, and doesn't have to be anything large. And if it is, something large, great, go pop off, pick up your food at the restaurant, keep it moving. Or just make yourself some sandwiches and go sit down somewhere nice and quiet, separate outside of the house. Change the scenery. That's something that could just drive you crazy. So again, that's just for the couples, the family part of things. And, you know, it's easy to, you know, just get caught up in being in the house and not doing anything. But that's what's going to actually drive you crazy. There's been a lot of, you know, chaos that's going on out here. The world is in an uproar. And these are signs of the times, you guys. Didn't think that I would live to see any of this. But yeah, we're living in the signs of the times. So, you know, just take life for what it is. I mean, we're not promised tomorrow. Our loved ones are leaving us every day. So this is something that we need to really invest in, you know, just invest in taking some good old I love you time to do fun stuff and to make it, you know, as good as you can be, like you probably have been. So that for me, I feel is, you know, extremely important. You know, couples should try to share cooking meals together. You should have game night, you know, do your walks and do your bike rides, or, you know, just a car ride, just anything for a little bit of change of scenery is like the best thing to do. Okay, now for your girlfriends and your guy friends and your hangout partners and, you know, your crew that you miss spending time with, best thing you could do with that, because we're trying to social distance, meet up in somebody's backyard like we probably have been. My niece, she's so smart. She and her girlfriends, they take up weekends where they go and hit up a wine vineyard once a weekend. You know, they'll go to outdoor restaurants, things like that. I've been to one outdoor gathering with friends, and we've even done indoor. And I mean, that was great, but I like to spend time over, you know, one of my best friend's house. We'll hang out in her backyard. And I mean, that's really all we should be doing right now. I mean, you want to see your friends. You miss your friends. We were doing the virtual thing for, you know, quite some time, and that was fine and that was dandy. But again, you miss the camaraderie. You miss the togetherness. You miss the, you know, hanging out, and you miss, you know, being with your friends and making memories. So the best thing we could do right now is, hey, guess what's popular? Drive-in movies. Everybody doesn't want to, you know, sit in a car and, you know, see your friends in a totally different spot. I mean, but again, we're trying to social distance, but we're still trying to enjoy one another. So meet up at a drive-in theater somewhere. If there's none in your town, see if you can drive to one. I mean, it's worth it. You know, just, you know, consider the fact that this is going to be going on for a while. So we've just got to work out what we have to work out to get around this. So pardon the noise in the background. I think people are creating, I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, pardon the noise in the background. So I just wanted to just share a few of the things that I've been dealing with and that I found very helpful for me during this COVID-19 pandemic, Rona time in our lives. Just stay connected as much as you can and just see how, you know, see how things are working out for you. For me, the best thing that we've been doing, again, like I said, outdoor meetups and things like that. So, but hopefully this is, you know, something that you may find useful. If you like the video, I'd be grateful if you give me a like and consider subscribing. I would love some comments. And my question to you is, because I'm a hair girl and I'm a chatterbox, I'm just interested in finding out if this would be something that you would find interest in. If I were to do hair tutorials and talk to you guys through the lens while I'm doing the hair tutorial, because those are two things that I'm really good at, and those are two things that I'm really that come very natural to me. So if you did find any type of value out of this, and I mean, you know, help me out here. If you do find that you may be interested in hanging out with me while I'm doing some hair tutorials and chatting with you, let me know in the comments. And maybe this is something that, you know, I could look forward to doing more of, because I do enjoy being able to come and share. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me. Thanks for choosing my channel to come and spend some time with. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.